We've got some nice price action developing in the currency markets. Actually, late in the session, certainly in terms of UK, it's early evening. So it's quite unusual. We're on a workspace here, which I use a lot, which is a very simple one you can replicate yourself. In this case, it's set up for the majors. So we have pound dollar, Aussie dollar, and euro dollar on the top, and New Zealand dollar, dollar CAD, and dollar Swiss along the bottom. And they're all set to the same time frame. They're all on 1 minute. And the what this displays for you in several different ways. First of all, it gives you a sense of the sentiment towards the dollar and whether that sentiment is universal across the matrix, because you've got 6 charts here. 4 of them will be moving in the same direction, or should be, if the sentiment is strong. In other words, where the dollar is the counter currency. So the top 3 charts and the bottom left of New Zealand dollar should be moving generally, broadly speaking, in the same direction. And the other 2, which are the dollar CAD here in the middle at the bottom and over on the right-hand side, the dollar Swiss, they should be moving in the opposite direction. And if that alignment is sustained, then clearly sentiment towards the dollar is pretty much universal across the matrix. So everyone is either buying or everyone is selling the dollar. It's a very simple graphical way of seeing this in operation. And on NinjaTrader, you can link these together, so you can change time frames and move through different time frames pretty quickly. So you can obviously look at the slightly slower time frames. I've just got it set to 1 minute here across all 6. So that's the first thing. It gives you a visual picture on whether the currency pair you are trading, whether the currency is being bought universally or sold universally across the complex for that particular currency. And as we see at the moment, that is broadly speaking true. But what's interesting, as I'm talking, you can see here that the dollar CAD, whilst the dollar Swiss is continuing that inverse relationship, which generally speaking it normally has with the euro dollar above, which is why I set the one above the other here on the right-hand side. The dollar CAD has slowed a little bit in that relationship. So it's not mirroring what is going on alongside with the dollar Swiss. It has actually paused a little bit. And it's important to understand that, because if you're trading the dollar CAD in isolation and not aware of this relationship, trading currency markets is really about understanding sentiment and understanding flows. It's all about levels and flows. And the ideal is that the currency pair you are trading is aligned universally across the matrix. So everyone is either buying the dollar or selling the dollar. If that's the case, the risk on that trade is lower. It also gives you the second aspect, the second reason we use a display like this. It gives you a different view of volume. Let's just pull that one up a little bit there, pull these up at the bottom. There we are, so they're all the same. So what we get is an inverse view from a volume price analysis perspective. And when you look at the dollar CAD here, you can see here we've got a lot of volume going into this particular candle. And therefore, as a result, this signals some weakness at any rate. And it's just a little tool of a little way of looking at the inverse relationship. Normally on the top line, we're obviously looking at something that's going to reverse from bearish to bullish if the trend is going to reverse. And on the bottom line, certainly as far as these two are concerned, the dollar CAD and the dollar Swiss, what you're looking for here is a reversal from bullish to bearish, the opposite, obviously. And it's just a very simple way of being able to apply volume price analysis and looking at the same sentiment, if you will, but viewed from different perspectives, the inverse image. So rather than seeing accumulation or buying on this top level, we would be looking at distribution and selling on the bottom chart. And it's just a really, really simple way that you can set up. As I say, this is for the majors, but it could be for any particular currency pair. So if you're trading euro, for example, that was your primary focus, you'd have euro dollar, euro Aussie, euro Swiss, euro yen, etc. You'd have them set up in that way. So it's just a really simple way. And I just wanted to show you this because the price action is moving. We've got these really nice trends developing. And it just shows you the components of how you would set this up and the advantages it gives you, because, as I say, you can then look at volume through two different prisms, if you like. You can look at it from the prism of buying on the bottom, and you look at it through the prism of selling on the top. It's just an inverse way of applying the volume price analysis methodology to a currency array where you set this up manually. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Very short, very simple, very straightforward, something you can do with any currency pair and, of course, for any time frame. So I hope that helps. See you soon, and bye for now.